Venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
But there is a certainty in this game. We know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
Throw left side complete. That's Brown. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
On first down, hits Hampton. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
And 3 yards to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They will run forward with Hampton. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, they're certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Hampton is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll try again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
And his kick here is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a 2nd one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the 1st to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before. Because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here. And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Mahomes going to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Intended for Rashee Rice. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 15.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On fourth down, the Chiefs send out Matt Ariza to punt. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And Allen's going to have a Chargers 1st down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll toss right side to Hampton. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Credit the stop there to Leo Chanel getting into the backfield and stopping him in his tracks.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier, knock him down for a loss.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They went to their big body tight end on 2nd down in hopes that he could plow his way to a 1st down, but they were ready for him defensively and ended up holding him to a modest gain.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
That's into the hands of Worthy. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw inside, completion to Rice. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
I tell you what, if this is any quarterback other than Patrick Mahomes, I'm telling you how this is an ill-advised throw. But 15 is so good on the move with all those different arm angles and releases that all I'm saying now is that's a gorgeous play.
Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
2nd and a couple. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Mahomes to throw once more. Over the middle here to Brown. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Chargers 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. On play action, they'll throw. And that's caught inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Hampton. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And that one to the right side and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have
breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Out of coverage, a little too good there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Chiefs, first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1.
He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. Butker on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Chiefs 14, Chargers 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was the thing, the beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's Herbert. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch on that one for Kelce, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Pacheco gets it up the gun.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt.
They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Herbert, short throw to Disley. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now it's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense set to go.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this complete to Worthy. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 47-yard line.
2nd down and 3.
Mahomes going to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A gain of 6.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That one caught by Rice. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
38-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 12-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Mahomes now to throw. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. 1 second, all that remains.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Short throw to Disley. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing now is Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
That is caught. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll accept that penalty. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Back to throw. Out quickly here to Worthy. And he is going to lose
lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
And that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Returnable here for Davis. Now a hit and a loose football. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. A handoff now for Pacheco.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, 47 yards.
And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit.
Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that cuts the lead to 24-10.
Chargers 10.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
Now Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
And a Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
one's going to fire quickly to Worthy.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
And they try with Pacheco. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Mahomes now on the sneak. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chargers getting set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And this offense on third down today, just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This time it's 3rd and 3. Herbert now. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. Fights through and now a crease. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Herbert throwing again. A quick throw there is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed them 1 touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Herbert.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Now it's Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. To the air again, Herbert.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. That one good for 24 yards.
First down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now, defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be, don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the intended receiver on the play.
And that'll bring up second down. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll try to pick it up himself, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Chargers 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. KC's offense ready to take over.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The end result, 21 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. From 8 yards out.
And the Chiefs have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, They were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And this one finds McConkey. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
15 yards. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Again, Herbert. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on.
But sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
That one complete to McConkey. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Herbert back to the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hampton. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. A quick throw there is incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Short throw to Disley. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. Short throw to Disley. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City.